Hi everyone, it's Carly Hall, and I wanted to do a quick YouTube tutorial on how to register your machine. I realized that even though I've had several Cricut machines, I've actually never registered them to my account, but there are several benefits on why you should register your machine, and so I just got a new maker and I'm super excited to walk you through the process. Okay, so we're going to hop over to my computer screen and I'll show you where to go to actually get started registering. So if you're brand new to the Cricut family and you've never owned a Cricut machine, out of the box, you will navigate over to design.cricut.com/hashtag/setup. This will take you to this landing page, and I'll show you, if you already own a Cricut machine, I'll show you in Design Space where you can get to this page. But if you're brand new, this is where you'll go. Okay. So on the landing page, it'll welcome you to the Cricut family. Cricut's so excited to have you. Let's set up your machine, create a Cricut ID, and make a fun project. So again, if you're brand new and you don't have a Cricut ID, you'll walk through setting up your first, last name, and all that good stuff. Since I already have a Cricut ID, I'm just going to sign in with my information and sign in here. Once you sign in, you can save it in your browser settings so that you don't have to sign in each and every time. So I'll save that here. Okay, so now it's going to tell us to connect our machine with the power cords included in the box. So looking at these diagrams, you can see it's kind of walking you through what to do, and I'll show you how to do that over at my machine. So taking a look at the back side of the machine comes with a power cord, and it looks like this. We have one end, it's a circular end, and that's going to plug into the back of the machine. I already have one plugged into my machine into the wall, and then on this side you have your actual plug. One thing to note here is that this power source is a little different than the Explore series. The Maker needs a little bit more power, so this one is a little bit bigger. Just make sure you use the bigger one with your Maker and the smaller one with your Explore machines. Okay, so that's the power source. Then you also have the USB cable. The USB cable, one cord plugs one side, this side, plugs into your machine, and then this side plugs into your computer. So looking at the round edge, and there's a little debossed icon in there, we're going to plug that into the back of the machine here. And then this side will go into our computer, just into a USB port. Okay, now we've got the machine connected, so coming back over to the web browser, we are going to power on our machine, so making sure the power is on. And then we're going to click continue. So it's not detecting it, so I'm going to go ahead and refresh this page and just walk through this again. Oh, here we go. So if it didn't detect it, good to know. Just refresh your page and then click continue. And now we're going to update our firmware. One of the awesome benefits of having a Cricut Maker, or any machine for that matter, is when Cricut releases new updates. So for example, the scoring wheel just came out. There was new software that was added to Design Space. Instead of having to purchase a whole new machine, Cricut just updates their software within the machine, and that's what we call the firmware. So we're going to click on our device, Maker 583 USB, and then that will start detecting if we need new firmware. It looks like our firmware is all set up, so we're good to go there. And now it says we're only a cut away. You may recognize this project. It came in the box. There's a black box on top of your Maker machine. Inside are materials for your project, and that's the project that you can make. So if you'd like to make that now, you can click continue, or if you're not interested in doing that right this second, click no thanks. And then it'll ask you if you're sure. We'll say maybe later. And then now we're all good to go and we can start designing. There's also this great little note down here. It says, get all of your questions answered at learn.cricut.com. Learn.cricut.com is a great resource to go if you need help in Design Space. So let's start designing. Now we're in Design Space. I mentioned that if you already are a Cricut user and you just need to add a new machine to your account, on the very upper left-hand corner, there's three little lines. Click on those. And then you can say new machine setup, and that'll send you back to that page. So you can add your machine and you're already logged in and ready to go. All right, Now I'm going to show you why we registered your machine, why that matters. So if we click on New Project and come over to our canvas and click on Projects, you can navigate to projects from your home page as well, but this is my favorite way to get here. And I click up here on the upper right hand side, it says All Categories. If I click here, oh, it's thinking. If I click on this when it's ready, I can actually drop down to my maker project. So while that's thinking, we'll come over back to the home page, and I'll show you another way to get there. So you can see all these different projects. One of the other benefits of registering your maker is that you get a free 2-week subscription to Cricut Access. If you don't know what Cricut Access is, head over to shop.cricut.com and click on subscriptions to read more about those. But basically, they mean if there's a green A on any of the projects, you have access to those depending on which subscription model you have. Okay, now let's see if it has loaded. We're going to click another way to get to those projects by clicking by My Ready to Make Projects, View All, and then dropping down, and now you can see that it's loaded. There's so many projects in Design Space. We're going to click Free for Maker. And with the Maker Machine, there came 50 projects. They're not all loading right now, but you can see that there's a ton of different projects that you can choose to make that come to you for free for buying that maker. So don't worry about having to use these in just the first 2 weeks. These will always be free to you. So if we click on any of these, including the simplicity pattern, on the very bottom left-hand corner, it will say $0, indicating that that's yours and free to use since you bought the maker. All right, we're gonna do so many other fun tutorials on Design Space, beginner, intermediate, advanced. So make sure you subscribe to my channel and check back often for new videos. Thanks so much.